Good morning, everyone. Happy Dewey's. Happy Dewey's Autumn 2022. I am reading 2 books today. I'm contemplating adding an audiobook in there, but I probably shouldn't get too ambitious. This month has been full of challenges and very draining of energy, so I feel like I need to kind of relax into this readathon and not be too ambitious today. So the 2 books that I'm reading for the readathon are A Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan, and I am just over 100 pages in, I think. Yeah, I'm at 106. This is a tale of a family, the Orchiers. They are a Romany family, originally from France, who are fleeing witch hunters at the beginning. And then you follow a character from each generation for the different sections. So I'm currently on the 2nd generation, Usur's generation. And they live on a farm in Cornwall. And they mostly keep to themselves. And they try to hide their religion from the rest of the people in the town. And that's as far as I've gotten so far. I can't say I'm loving this book. It's fine, but there's nothing about it right now that's really holding me in it. You know, it's a little bit surface level. So I'm hoping that there's something comes along that kind of shakes it up a bit and makes it a bit more compelling for me. So I will be working on this today. And then the other book I'm reading on my iPad, and it's an e-copy of Highway of Tears by Jessica McDiarmid. And this book is a nonfiction book about the murdered and missing Indigenous women and girls along Highway 16 in northern British Columbia. I'm doing an event at my museum. It's actually a study group, and we will have Jessica McDiarmid is going to be zooming in as the guest speaker. And so I wanted to get her book read before that, so that I had sort of a context of her work and the extent of work that she's done as a journalist to bring the stories of these women to light. And it is a very touching book because she really did a lot of research into the individual girls that were murdered and their families and who they were as people, and the loss and the pain that their families experienced when they went missing or were found murdered. And she's also, shedding light on the systems of the different police factions involved in the investigations, and all the different circumstances that led to these murders continuing. and they began in the early 80s and continued into the 2000s. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. So it's very heavy. It's not, I just read a chapter, and I kind of need to read a chapter, take a break, read a chapter, take a break, just because of the heaviness of it, and the, you know, the feelings of outrage at how this can continue, that these women and these girls they're mostly girls actually, young girls in their early to mid-teens, are being disposed of, and people not caring because they're poor and or indigenous. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a heavy book, but it's very well written and very important to read. So the rest of my day, I do have chores and things going on, and we have a photo shoot later today, a family photo shoot at a beautiful park. So I'll try to give you some nice shots of some fall foliage. Fall has finally arrived in my part of the world. It has been the warmest autumn I have ever experienced in this, ever probably. We were having days up into the 20s degrees Celsius until just last week. And then things have just shifted. We've just turned on the heat, so today being October 22nd. The rain just started yesterday, so the land is actually very dry. And yeah, it's been quite a strange autumn for us. So I will take you along with my day, and hope you enjoy. Everybody, so it's about 3 o'clock now, and I read about 50 to 60 pages of A Secret History of Witches. I actually really enjoyed it. It got really good, so that was awesome. And then I also read, I think, 2 to 3 chapters of my other book, so I've been doing well. I took a couple hours break just now to do family things, and then we're off to the family photo shoot, and then once we get back from that and we get through dinner and all that type of stuff, I'm gonna go back to another reading session, and I'm gonna try to read as late as I can tonight, depending on how long I can keep my eyes open. And then I'll check in again with you tomorrow morning, because technically the readathon stops at like 5 a.m. my time, but I usually read until into the morning of the next day, just because I try to get 24 hours in, but I usually try to do 24 hours in 48 or something like that. So anyway, that's just a little update for now. everyone. I just finished Highway of Tears by Jessica McDiarmid, and I thought this might be a good place to end the vlog. The vlog has extended. It is Wednesday, so my week has gone a little bit off the rails, and I'm just trying to be okay with that. But I thought it would be good to conclude that I did finish one of the books that I started during Dewey's. And overall, it was a really great book, and I would recommend it highly. It is nonfiction. It is very hard to read in a lot of ways because of the subject matter, but the stories are told with so much compassion, so much depth, as much depth as McDiarmid could find in terms of the details of the people, of these girls and women whose lives were taken and who are missing. And I really admire that. And so it's a very powerful book, a very good book to read if you want to learn more about Indigenous history, culture, and crises that are still happening today. So I do recommend it. And I will be back again soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching.